Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you some of my favourite products. I was looking at YouTube and I realised that I have never actually done a sit down chat with you guys about products that I just love to bits. Some of these products I do use every day, but for that reason I don't really mention them. If you know what I mean, it's like they're not new to me, so they're not new for me to talk to you guys about. Blah 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 blah. On the kind of same point, there are a lot of products here that you'll have heard me talk about a million times, but I thought I would just do a video to sit down and tell you guys what I freaking love more than Drogba. That's not true. Basically, I've got over 20 products here, so I'm going to try and be quite quick because I don't want you guys sitting here for absolutely ages and it's literally just me talking. So I'm going to get started. I'm really excited. These are all products that I use on my face pretty much every single day, but it's things that I really can't live without. If I was to lose one of these things, I would be really, really upset and I would go and buy it that day. Yeah, I just love it. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is skincare, and the three products that I really can't live without are my Skin Iceland Pure Cloud Cream. This is basically just like a really lovely lightweight moisturiser. I use it morning and night most of the time unless my skin needs something a bit richer. It's just beautiful. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's super light for underneath makeup, but paired with like a kind of night mask, it's perfect for nighttime as well. Second thing is the the Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate Oil. I use this every single morning. I'll pat it into my skin and then I will put my moisturiser on and then I'll do my makeup. I think it's at the start of nearly every single one of my tutorials. I think it's totally changed the texture of my skin, made my skin much more hydrated. I just freaking love it, okay? And then the last skincare product I've got here is the Kiehl's Epidermal Retexturizing Microdermabrasion. I am a huge fan of exfoliating. It's really important to exfoliate your skin to get all that dead skin off. It stops me from getting blemishes actually. I use it twice a week, sometimes every second day even, and it is the most finely milled, scrubby exfoliator I've ever used. So I used it yesterday and honestly I feel like I've had a facial. My foundation just went on like a complete dream this morning. I spoke about it in my last video, I touched on it and I forgot to kind of properly explain to you guys, but yeah, it's definitely worth trying if you're trying to find an exfoliator that you really like. It is so beautiful. It's the only kind of exfoliator that I have used that doesn't make my skin feel like it's been stripped of all the goodness afterwards, but at the same time it leaves my skin super smooth, like baby butt smooth. My two favourite concealers, I've got Tarte Shape Tape here and I've got the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye. These are both fantastic concealers. I do use one or the other every single day. They both give it really good coverage. They both last super long, especially underneath the eye area. I think the Tarte's a lot thicker, but the Maybelline, it really does cover everything that you need to, and I just think it's fab. I feel like they both kind of last quite a long time. You probably run out of the Maybelline one a little bit quicker, just because you do need to use a wee bit more product than the Tarte Shape Tape, but both of these concealers are my go-to fall shop. Foundations at the moment, what I'm loving is the Natasha Denona. You guys know this. I hype this up big time on Twitter. It's beautiful. The only thing I would say about this one is if you cry at sad animal videos, do not have this on your face. I had a little cry and there was literally stripes down my face. My foundation totally came off, so it's definitely not water resistant, but if you are a tough bitch, you'll be totally fine. It gives the most beautiful, flawless coverage. It's full coverage for sure. It is kind of like a semi-matte maybe. My oils really come through. It makes my skin super glowy, especially if you do use an oil underneath it, which I always do. And if you don't cry, it lasts all day. It's fab. The other foundation, this is quite a weird one for me, but it's the MAC Pro Longwear Foundation. I was with Sondra Deluxe, who is an influencer from Canada. We were working together down in London and she swears by this. I don't know why, I just never really picked it up. It's fabulous. It does last all day. Would I wear it every day? No. MAC foundations are quite notorious for breaking people out. By that I mean it gives you spots. So I use this if I am going out all day, if it's really sunny outside and I want something that's going to last long, meetings, events, things like that. It is so gorgeous. It is a beautiful finish and I apply it with my beauty blender and honestly it lasts all day. It is more of a matte finish, so that's when I kind of use my more cream highlighters and stuff just to get that dewiness back into my skin, but don't sleep on this, man. The next two things I've got I use here on my channel all the time, and it's my MAC bronzers in Dark Tan and Give Me Sun. Give Me Sun's what I've been using lately. It's a little bit more orangey, to be honest, and the Dark Tan's what I use for a long time. They're both great. They're just my go-to. I've used both of them as eyeshadows before as well. They're that beautiful warm tone. It doesn't go patchy, it doesn't fade on my skin. I've been using those bronzers for years, especially when I did makeup on clients. I would use those bronzers and nothing else pretty much, so they're fab. I've been chatting about this a lot lately. It is the Pure Cosmetics Light Tan Pressed Mineral Makeup. This is probably the best powder that I have used. It is not translucent, so if you prefer a translucent powder, definitely go for either the Kat Von D or the Rimmel. They're my favourite translucent powders, but I have been loving using this lately. I use it in my centre areas. It really buffs my foundation out, and it does add a little touch of coverage. So if you're wanting a super full coverage, this is definitely my favourite powder foundation. Moving on to highlighters, I'm going to make a whole video about my favourite highlighters because there's just so many that I love. But at the moment, I've been really digging the Milk Cosmetics Gold Ore highlight. And if I show you, it's just a super pretty gold highlight. Obviously, it's a little bit more goldy than I usually go for, but it is stunning. I've got it on today. This one I've been using for absolutely ages. It's the iconic London Illuminator Drops. These things are so sheeny and they are so beautiful on the body as well. So I'll show you what that looks like. They are so pigmented. You can mix it with your foundation, you can put it on your body, you can use it with a beauty blender to just use as a highlight. It's super pretty. They now have shades for kind of deeper skin tones and really pale skin tones as well, so they are really kind of catering for all skin tones at the moment. I really like them. Beautiful underneath a powder highlight if you want something that's literally going to blind people, which I do. And then obviously pretend I'm holding my Becca Opal. My Becca Opal smashed when I was in LA the last time, and I've not replaced it because I would like to broaden my horizons in the old highlighter game. So Becca Opal is my staple highlighter. If I had it here today, I would probably have it on. It is the most beautiful colour, the nicest texture. The only thing is it smashes so easily, and if you're clumsy like me, you may as well just put your money in a blender, blend it up, and then feed it to the chickens because they smash like crazy. Next I have eyeshadows. Obviously I'm going to talk about my Melt Cosmetics eyeshadows. I am so annoyed that these are so difficult to get here in the UK. The only way to get these eyeshadows is to buy them directly from the Melt Cosmetics website and get them shipped over from America. Sam gave me my first stack, which I used to death, and then Melt actually got in touch with me and they send me PR now, so I am super lucky. I know for a fact that a few of my friends who work in makeup ordered from Melt and they did have to pay tax and customs when it was getting delivered to the UK, which is a total ball ache. It is the most annoying thing ever. Is it worth it? So much. These are the best eyeshadows I think I've ever used in my entire life. The tones are stunning. If I had to pick one stack, I would probably say Rust stack is my favourite, and then it's the Dark Matter stack. I actually have this one on my eyes today. It is called Radioactive. The shadows are just the most pigmented things ever. They make doing your makeup so easy because everything just glides on. They're completely phenomenal. Well done. Another couple of eyeshadows I've been really loving lately are the Urban Decay Single Shadows in Relish and Spike. This is Relish, this is Spike. These are also super pigmented, like crazy amounts. So not only can you get these shades, but obviously you can get really beautiful transition shades. They've got really stunning shimmery shades as well. They've got a whole range of tones. The website that I link down below, whenever I go and get the link for you guys, I always notice that they've got money off. So they're always like 20% off for these shadows, which is like amazing, which is so good. So if you are needing new shadows, go and check out the Urban Decay colours because they are beautiful. Obviously the Naked palettes and things like that are really stunning, but I prefer to have a bigger round pan. I know that sounds really nice, but I like a round pan for my eyeshadows. Obviously, to put these eyeshadows on, my favourite thing in the world is laying low. Laying low paint pot. I've got a tattoo that says laying low right here. I got it done in New York. A lot of people think I'm crazy for doing that, but it's a private joke between me and my subbies. So laying low is a eyeshadow primer. It is super opaque. It is a beautiful peachy tone which cancels out any kind of blueness or purple tones in the lid, which most people have. You've got like little veins showing through and things like that just because the skin on your eyelid is so thin. I pack this on with a beauty blender all over my lid, and I have never had a problem with my eyeshadow creasing. My eyeshadow lasts all day, every day, and I think it's because of the laying low paint pot. So what I do is I put this on and then I set it with my pure powder, and it's just a beautiful eye priming marriage. This is phenomenal. Everyone needs this. If you are super pale, this will be a little bit pinky on you. I would go for soft ochre or painterly. They are both other shades of the MAC paint pot. The next thing I'm going to do is literally fly through some pencils that I love using. My favourite ever lip liner is Liar by Urban Decay. It is the most perfect nude in all the land. It's just here. I use it every single day if I'm wearing a nude lipstick. I've got it on right now. What I'll usually do is line my lips and then pat my nude lipstick on with my finger, and that just blends out the lip liner and it's just perfect. They last so long on the lips. It's just like my favourite lip liner ever. I must have gone through about 10 of these. No joke. Favourite eyeliners. I love a kind of blown out rounded smoky eye, but when I do liner, I use either the Kat Von D Trooper, which is stunning. It's the best eyeliner on the market that is still kind of affordable in my opinion. I've not tried any of the super high-end liquid liners because I'm so stupid. I would leave the lid off and it would dry out instantly. So Kat Von D Trooper, a really great dupe for the Kat Von D Trooper is the new NYX Epic Ink Liner. It is the same brush tip. What I will say is sometimes you need to kind of freshen it up, but it's super black. It's a little bit more shiny than the Trooper liner, but it's so affordable that it's fab. It's really, really great, okay? Super quickly, favourite nude waterline liner is Fake Awake by Tarte. It lasts all day. It's really, really opaque. It gets your waterline nice and bright. I've got it on today. I always reach for this when I am doing a really big blown out smoky eye, just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. Absolutely love it. And favourite brow pencil is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it's just one of the retractable ones. It's got a spoolie on the end. Honestly, every single brow pencil to me is the same. It's the same as the Brow Wiz, it's the same as the Brow Beater by Urban Decay. Do I still love those other products? Totally, I love them. But the fact that this is so affordable makes it a winner in my book. Favourite mascara is the Push Up Angel Mascara by Maybelline, another super affordable product. If you remember, I made a video, and in the video I made fun of this mascara because it's got a really stupid brush. That's what I thought. It's actually brilliant. You can get your eyelashes super long and thick. It doesn't go clumpy. It's really, really easy to use. It's super black. It doesn't crumble on your face throughout the day. It's amazing for getting your bottom lashes nice and thick and long, which is what I struggle with. Yeah, it's fab. And I know that they now have a waterproof formula of this if that's what you need, so fabulous mascara. Favourite nude lipsticks of all time? Skinny Dip by Tarte, Salty by Tarte. This is a liquid lipstick which dries down matte, and this is a creamy lipstick which obviously stays creamy. Quick swatch. That is Skinny Dip, the lipstick. I honestly wear this every single day. And then Salty by Tarte, which is the liquid lipstick, which is just on the top here. What I do is I'll pop them on and then pat them out with my finger, and that just gives the most beautiful blend. I don't really get the nudie line with these either. I just always keep it topped up. I've always got these in my handbag. I love them so much. I love them. Now I'm going to quickly touch on tools. So tools that I really love are, this is so gross because the glue burst, okay? But this is my favourite eyelash glue. It is the Duo Glue, and it is the green writing, and basically it's a latex free brush on glue. I use this every single day. There's a lot of dupes for this as well, but I always find them to be more expensive. This I think comes in at £6. Lasts absolutely ages. Obviously exploded when I was on a flight, so it's a bit grotty. I absolutely love it. My lashes never lift, they never come off. Another thing I use every single day to put my my lashes on is the Tarte Lash Applicator. It's just made my life so much easier because, again, I wear quite thick lashes with no liner. Put my lashes on with this and then I give them a good squeeze into my lash line, and that just makes the whole thing seamless. They last all day and make sure that the lash is super close to the lash line as well. Couldn't live without this. And then my favourite tweezers of all time, I bought these over a year ago, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills tweezers. They have got a slanted tip, they are super sharp, and it's one of the only sets of tweezers that I've had that haven't got blunt. They still grab all the hairs when I'm plucking my eyebrows. It's just the best pair of tweezers I've ever had. Quickly, while I'm talking about lashes and things like that, my favourite lashes right now, more so than the Mykonos lashes by Lily Lashes, are the ones I have on. I don't actually have a spare pair, which has really freaked me out, so I need to go and buy some. But these are the Lily Lashes in the style Can. I've had these on about 20 times now. They're really, really sturdy, they're really fluffy, they are really nice and long, and they kind of peak on the outside, so it gives your eye that kind of lift at the outside. They're just my favourite lashes, and I've worn them every single day for over 2 weeks, which is disgusting and fabulous at the same time. I'm going to really quickly talk about my favourite brushes and a beauty blender. I'm just going to quickly say, this is my favourite thing to put on my foundation, beauty blender. Most people have it. If you think it's just overhyped, it's not, it's miracle. I use this for putting my eye primer on, I use the top, I use the bottom to put my foundation on, and I use it to set my face sometimes with powder. I use it to apply cream highlighter. It's a fantastic tool. And then I'm going to really quickly go through my favourite brushes at the moment. Smith 112, perfect for powder. I use this to powder underneath my eyes. Kind of chisel away underneath my bronzer with my powder just to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush, amazing for exactly that, powdering and sculpting. I only use this with my contour and bronzing products. It just makes it really, really easy to get right in at the contour, and I actually use this brush to go right at the sides of my nose and then underneath as well for my nose contour. It is a really beautiful brush because it's slightly tapered, and I don't know how, it just works like the best brush that I've ever had for contouring. Favourite eye brushes of all time, some of these you'll definitely know, but I absolutely love my MAC 224. It is the perfect brush for fluffy blending. I use this to set my eyeshadow base. I also use it to build up the crease colour. Usually I can do a full eye makeup with this one brush. If I need something that's a little bit smaller, I will use the Zoeva 224, which is super small, it's super thin, but it's still got that really nice bend to it. So it's fabulous for building up the crease and smoking out underneath your eye. So I absolutely love this. And then another small brush is the Morphe M507. It is really beautiful for helping with cut creases. It's small enough to get right in at the crease. It's small enough to do your inner corner and underneath your eye as well. Usually use these three brushes to create an entire eye look, even if it's pretty intricate. These are my favourite eye brushes. We're done. I just talked to you guys for half an hour, well, 22 minutes. So you guys, as always, I'm going to link everything down below because I went through a lot of products there. Some of these products I just skimmed over, but if you are an avid subscriber, you'll have heard me talk about most of these products before. These are my total favourite products right now. Some of them have been for a long time, and then some of them are a little bit newer to me, but I can't see me falling off the bandwagon for any of these products anytime soon. Please let me know down below if you like this style of video. It was really fun for me just getting to sit and bleh about all my favourite stuff, because that's usually what happens when I'm sitting with friends. If they say, what should I buy? I'm like, well, so yeah, I really hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!